Now that we've looked at how to extend our definition of multiplication of fractions, let's look at how to actually multiply fractions. A fraction a over b times c over d is equal to a times c over b times d. So as an example, 2/3 times 4/5, we're going to multiply the top divided by multiply the bottom. 2 times 4 over 3 times 5. 2 times 4 is 8, and 3 times 5 is 15, so it would be 8 over 15. And we can do this for whole numbers as well. 2/3 times 17, because we can always think of a whole number as divided by 1. Now I have 2 times 17 over 3 times 1, which would be 34 over 3, or 11 1/3. Now that we know how to multiply fractions, why is it that we can multiply this way? Why does this work? Let's explain this using a problem. 2 over 7 times 3 over 4. Our definition says we have 2/7 is a number of our groups, 3/4 is the number in one group. And then what we're looking for is the number of units that we have in 2/7 of a group. So we want to know how much of a unit there is in 2/7 of 3/4 of a unit. Let's consider this rectangle, which we'll let stand for 1 unit. Since we want to take 2/7 of 3/4, let's show 3/4 of a unit. So I've taken my unit and broke it up into 3/4 pieces. So we broke it up into 4 pieces and shaded 3 of them. To find 2/7 of this 3/4, let's first break this up into pieces of size 7. Once we've broken it up into 7ths, we want 2 pieces of that. So we want this piece here and this one here. So to say 2/7 of 3/4, we really want these pieces that are double shaded. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total pieces out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can go ahead and count down. There are a total of 28. Which is exactly what we expected if we just multiplied 2 times 3 to get 6 and 7 times 4 to get 28. But the idea is one number tells us how to break the unit up and how many of those pieces we want. The other one tells us how to break it up in the other direction and how many of those pieces we want. And then we want to look at what they have in common, these areas that are double shaded. And this is why our method of multiplication works. In this case, our original unit had been decomposed into 7 groups of 4, or 28 parts. And these double shaded regions represent 2 groups of 3, or 2 times 3. So the 2/7 of 3/4 of a unit is represented by the 2 times 3 pieces of the double shaded units. So that's how many parts, each of which is 1 over 7 times 4 of the unit. So we get the 6 over 28.